When you have surgery, you trust that the surgeon knows what they're doing. When you give your car to a mechanic, you trust that they'll fix it properly. When you are sitting in class, you trust that what your teacher is saying is correct. These are all examples of how ethos is used every day in all professions.
Ethos is used as a means of convincing an audience via the authority or credibility of the persuader, a notable or experienced figure in the field. Ethos is relevant in every profession, but we are focusing on the fields of law, pharmacy, and psychological research.
When these clients go to the pharmacist, they trust that what they are given is accurate and will help them heal. They do not need to ask the pharmacist to justify his or her credibility. They trust that the pharmacist is capable. The unspoken work that the pharmacist did to get to the position they are at is what provides them their ethos. This unspoken ethos is seen in these two documents. Both of these documents were created by a pharmacist to give to their clients. The first document is a list of all of the ingredients present in the topical cream given to the client. This not only lists the ingredients, but also what each ingredient's purpose is for being in the cream. The second document is a step-by-step instructions on how to apply this cream. The pharmacist gives specific do's and don'ts for the client. Both of these documents gives the pharmacist a sense of ethos in the client's perspective because they now trust that the pharmacist knows all of this information and was able to explain it to them.
When clients consult an attorney, they are trusting their ability to resolve the issue using previous knowledge of cases, precedents, and written law. Not only is ethos present between a client and their attorney, but also for the whole legal team working together. This usually includes several attorneys, legal secretaries, and assistants that all have to work together in a cohesive, efficient manner. I interviewed a researcher and professor at the University of Louisville, Dr. Keith Lyle. He's a memory researcher, and he uses the findings to support eyewitness memory testimony on the stand in legal proceedings. For example, many factors impact the reliability and accuracy of legal testimony, and Dr. Lyle has direct research to back up his statements. This background research gives him the authority and ethos to state his opinion in the courtroom. Dr. Lyle writes legal documents that build on the use of his ethos to persuade people in the courtroom. Another written form displaying the use of ethos is a research document. In fact, the ethos is very clear in this type of writing. Concrete data and outcomes are laid out in the document, and the audience is clear of the findings of the research.
In these law documents presented, not only the clients but the courtroom have to believe what the lawyer is saying is credible. The first document, Commonwealth of Kentucky Court of Appeals, Jason Rivers v. Sherry Howell, can be labeled as a domestic court case. For the document to reach the stage of Court of Appeals, it has to be credible. The argument given from the defense attorney, Rick Decker, states the original verdict is unjustifiable. He then supports evidence of his claim using statutes from legal textbooks. He also does this in the second displayed document, which is an appeal from Greene Circuit Court regarding the civil case Catherine Huber v. Greene County Fiscal Court. Supporting evidence by using statutes in both documents, he demonstrates that he knows the material that is being presented to him and can argue unjust verdicts. As a lawyer, this helps him become more credible, and clients will want to hire him as their defense attorney.
The writing that both of these professions do is a vital part in keeping their established credibility. Elizabeth Wardle discusses this idea in her article, Alan's Story. Alan is a worker who on paper is one of the most qualified people for his job, although as he continues to work, he loses all of his established respect that his coworkers had just from his lack of business writing etiquette. This demonstrates how the work that lawyers and pharmacists do to achieve their credibility is not just given to them. They have to keep this ethos by maintaining business etiquette in their actions and writing.
Ethos is not just present in law, pharmacy, and psychological research. It is present in almost every profession, such as mechanics, pilots, surgeons, chefs, police officers, and countless more. These are just a few of the many professions that contain ethos.